Hello everyone, today we will do newspaper of June 1st, 2023, Indian Express. Now on the first page we have here the service sector files GDP growth of 6.1% in quarter fourth, right? That is, the gross domestic product clocked highest than the expected growth rate of 6.1% of January-March 2023. In turn, pursuing up growth estimation of full year 2023-2024 to 7.2% according to the date of release. All right, and the growth led by construction, trade, hotels, transport sectors. All right, this is how India got its development. Now, this one, Allahabad High Court, Varanasi, the Hindu group are not barred by place of worship, Special Provision Act 1991, and the suit seeks to right to worship in the site of Gyanvapi Mosque. All right, so it is about the I don't know why it's rotating. Fundamental rights, right? LSE, India China next round of military talk. All right. So it's going to be a ninth round of high level military talk, and they will be that is the meeting to under the framework of work mechanism for consultation and cooperation of India China border affair. That means WMCC. Then the previous one, trade, hotel, transport, communication, and service are related to broadcasting of recorded a growth of 9.1 percentage in quarter fourth and against 5.7 percentage a year ago. All right, let's move forward. And here we have the rain effect in May. City average max temperature lower than 60 degree. That means here we can see the rainfall and winds in May also keep the air rainfall clean. We already know sans factor. Then we have this idle coin seal, latest find in Purana Killa excavation site. The excavation at Purana Killa, where sixth city of Delhi once stood, have so far revealed nine culture level and a continuous history spanning over 2500 years. Idols of Hindu deity to over 100 coins and almost 3 dozen seals, among others, will be shown case as open air site museum at the fort. So there will be an museum that is will be named as open air site museum at the Purana Killa at the fort, and the NCR, where one can witness the continuous history of Delhi from pre-Mauryan to Mughal period through excavation remains. Now, this site, as I have already told, it will be an open air site museum, and it is a point of attraction for G20 summit delegation as per the Ministry of Culture. Delhi has pre-Mauryan, Mauryan, Sunga, Kushana, Gupta, post-Gupta, Rajput, Sultanate, and Mughal. All right, these are the different types of period have been covered in Delhi. Structure from early Kushana level have been exposed, and excavation is expected to provide further insight into the ancient city of Indraprasth. Now, a stone image of Vishnukunda Vishnu, Vaikundatha Vishnu, a terracotta plaque of Gaja Lakshmi, a stone image of Ganesha, seal and ceilings, coin terracotta figure, urines, figurines, bead of various stones, and a bone needle among the notable recovery from the site. More than 136 coins and 35 seals and ceilings have been discovered from small area, and Purana Killa, where served as an internment camp of Japanese civilians of British India during Second World War as a refugee camp followed the partition, has witnessed multiple excavation past. So let's move forward. Here we have largest grain storage in cooperation sector. That means the unit cabinet decision. It is the eight schemes identified as it will be covered coverage. All right, largest grain storage in the cooperation sector. It will be having three ministries under which eight schemes will be covered. So, Interministerial Committee (IMC) to create the world's largest grain storage plan in cooperation sector by covering eight ongoing schemes of three ministers. The cabinet meeting was chaired by PM Narendra Modi, and it will consider around 1 lakh crore. And here are the eight schemes. The ministries are Ministry of Agriculture for Farmer Welfare, Ministry of Food Processing Industry, and Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution. All right. So they have covered the agriculture and farmers, the food processing industries, and the consumer and food public distribution also. And what are the schemes? The Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, Agriculture Marketing Infrastructure Scheme, the Mission of Integrated Development of Horticulture, the sub mission on agriculture mechanism, the Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro food processing enterprise scheme, and Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Yojana, allocation of food grains under the Food Security Act, and procedure ops at MSP. Now, the schemes for the circular economy is a smart city gets approval. Now, the innovated, integrated, and sustainable CITIS 2.2 to promote circular economy in the 18 smart cities to be selected through a competition, and rupees of 1,760 crores. All right, from French Development Agency AFD and Kereskin for Wagonov KFW, a grant of 106 crores from European Union and government said in a statement. Now the program states that year after run until 2027 with the support of National Institute of Urban Affairs, focus on integration, waste management at the city level, climate orientation reform, and at the state level and institution strengthen and knowledge discrimination at the national level. Sorry, not discrimination, dissimulation in the national level. And the first interaction of CITIS was launched in 2018 by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and AFD and EU and NIUA, and the total outlay of 933 crores have been found and 100 cities were selected. Now CITIS 2.0 will be included financial and technical support of 18 cities for development projects on climate resilience with the focus of integration water management in the second compliance on states of UTs will be eligible for support of set climate center creating state city level climate data observatories and compact buildings for municipal staff, and the collection of transportation of waste including transfer station, automated recovery facility, biomechanization plant, construction and demolition of waste process plants and sanitation landfill. All right. And now the story of India through its art craft form. So it's about the parliament. All right. Certain galleries are there. Shilp gallery is there. Not Shilp gallery entered to which is from the South Lok Sabha, and Sangeet gallery for India's dance and music tradition. All right. We have the Shilp gallery. Shilp gallery enters to which is formed from old Lok Sabha side, and Sangeet gallery from Indian dance and music tradition. Sthapatya, Sthapatya gallery dedicated to the country agricultural architecture heritage. All right, and we have the calligraphy to present the different scripts through poems, saying and shlokas. The gallery is rich layer and India's numerous cafe, and these include Gyan knowledge, Prakriti, nature, Astha, faith, Ullas, happiness, and Parv celebration, Swambam, self reliance, Swamalamban, self reliance, and Yatra journey. Alright, and we have Prakriti installation also, Yatra installation, and hand woven and pure satin silk with pure silk and gold zari, the silhouette of the riverfront of one of the oldest cities, and it is the single largest weave of its own kind. We have Samrasta installation. We have Samrat installation for Asta, very looked at soil as metaphor of faith. We got Mim soil for every state. For states do not have pottery as a traditional craft. So army officers, civil aviation officer, friends, and send use coils for the riverbed and natural dice preparedness over the 20 fast process, and each has for its unique. Our installation is called Swamilamban. All right, and this is now let's move forward. And the old and new, the old is new. All right, adoption of technology with tradition. Now it is a sacred Sangol. The Soviet Mut from Tamil Nadu was symbolized India's freedom in 1947. It remained as obligation because Congress remained indifferent to its significance. Now, PM Modi has been part of the Prakash Pravat of Sikh Guru. The Modi government opened the Kartarpur corridor so that the pilgrimage can undertake access to religious sites in Pakistan. India's rich heritage of Buddhism too found pride under the Prime Minister Modi's government, with Buddhist pilgrimage being developed and promoted. PM Modi addressed the World Islamic Sufi Conference in 2016, showcasing the Indian Islamic art and culture beyond the global community. And former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to the Siddhi uh, Sayyid Mosque in Ahmedabad, they gifted a replica of Chairman Masjid to Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz in 2016. And the world's oldest surviving city is Kashi today is thriving. The cities has now improved the roads, waste management, and the power connection. And PM Modi has special focus on the promotion of tribal art culture. Rajasthan Koftgiri craft work to Rogan painting of Gujarat, Gaunt painting of Madhya Pradesh, and Dokra art piece crafted by artists in Chhattisgarh to foreign dignitaries. Raise the pitch for vocal and local for global as a means of Atmanirbharta. All right, and the meaning of multipolarism. Now, one unipolar to two bipolar power centers. India refused to join any military alliance when during the Cold War, and not based on anti-Westernism or anti-communalism, but on a India view to establish such division of power. American scholars have not always viewed the concept of multipolarism as anti-American. Harvard historian Samuel Huntington. Huntington, famous characterization of post Cold War distribution of power in 1990 as multipolar rather than unipolar. The bipolarism, since China has already emerged as geo-economical superpower, even if not a military power, and the world is once again bipolar. US EU versus China and Russia underplays the space availability of articulation of nation interests of middle power such as India. Now, we have this additional joint logistic node on the card of Army, Navy, and Air Force. And the establishment of joint logistic nodes will help save workforce and effective utilization of resources aside of saving. And they would also enhance the interoperability between the defense and improve logistic process. Having countryside joint nodes mark a step to further integration of military amid the effort to create integration theater command. All right. And the subject class 12th student chosen in different parts of country. So we should know that the parak, the performance assessment review and analysis of knowledge of holistic development, a new division under the NCRT. All right. So when it comes to science, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, and Kerala are the top chooser, while in Northeast Manipur chooses science overboard. When it comes to art, Gujarat, West Bengal, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan showcase large population, while in Northeast Meghalaya and Nagaland also chooses science. And when it comes to commerce, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu were the science dominating field, but they also chooses the commerce. All right, the food supply situation. Uh, Here, no shortage for now. A great deal hinges on the monsoon, especially its Spain. Rain across major agriculture region and temporal during the crucial showing a vegetable growth stage demonstration, and that is implication both for the Reserve Bank of India (RBI) monetary policy, whether raise, cut, or change interest rate depending upon the outlook of inflation and the government. All right, that means RBI, the monetary policy, as well as the government. All right, and now there is one knowledge jitters, that is wheat and milk. All right, and here is China warns of AI risk, called of stronger steps for national security. Now, the scientists and tech industry leaders in US included high-level executive at Microsoft and Google about the perils that artificial intelligence poses to mankind. All right, and we have the drone attack of two oil refineries in Russia near the prominent port, and drone attacks, that is Russia's biggest oil export terminals. So we can always include these in examples. All right, in science and tech. And we have Japan PM ordered 26 billion child care. That means the measure are aimed at supporting higher education, preventing child abuse and poverty, and ensuring medical facility for the handicapped children. So Japan is really going good thing. They're thinking on good. And the North Korea spy satellite launch failed, fall into the sea, and the first spy satellite into the space failed. All right, and I haven't marked where it went. All right. A satellite launch is a violation of UN security resolution that bans North Korea from any ballistic base launch. All right. So let me mark it out. All right. All right. And here we have, okay, here it fall. All right. North Korea rocket in water 200 kilometers west of southwest island of Enver. All right. All right. And okay. Now we have this Venice famous Grand Canal, Green. All right, it's turning into green. How it happened? The Argentine article Nicole. Wait a second. The Argentine artist Nicole Gracia Uriburu, Uriburu turned the Grand Canyon green using the fluorescence to bring attention to the relationship between nature and civilization. It happened in Venice, and the Grand Canyon turned into bright green, and it is caused by fluorescence and leak during the underwater construction. It got leaked during the underwater construction. Now we have the government reopened the window to apply for the 75,000 crore chip manufacturing plan, and rupees 76k core semiconductor manufacturing plan. And the government has received three proposals to set up a semiconductor unit from Vedanta, Foxconn joint venture, International and Consumable IMCN, and Singapore-based IGSS Ventura. The Vedanta Foxconn proposed its only for the center has on its own table. Vedanta Foxconn is learned to initially applied for the 28 nanometer semiconductor manufacturing plants in January 2022. Vedanta will be reapplying for the manufacturing scheme, and they want a great technology, not size. Netherlands based STM microelectronics, microelectronics, or global foundries. All right. Now ISMC, backed by Abu Dhabi's based Next Orbit and Israel Tower Semiconductor, has asked the center not to consider its proposal owing to pending merge between the Intel as and tower semiconductor. So government is taking care, thinking on it, how they can put into manufacturing of the semiconductors. Now the policy reforms have transformed India. The transform gained a position in the world order and becoming the key driver of Asian global growth. Significantly, spectaclism about India and macro and market outlook, and the corporate tax at par with the infrastructure investment peak pace of one of the biggest supply side policy. All right, and the IT sector growth to slow down further in financial year 2024 ICRA. All right, and the government fiscal deficit narrowed to 6.4 of GDP in 2022-23. It's really important, and it's a very good news for India. The fiscal deficit has been decreasing. The center fiscal deficit narrowed to 6.4% of GDP and 6.71% in financial year of 2022. A key indicator borrowing during the current fiscal year 2023 to 2024 to 5.9% to gross domestic products. All right. All right. And Now, key infrastructure growth slow in April 20. Production growth of eight key infrastructure sectors slowed to sixth month low of 3.5% due to decline in the output of crude oil, natural gas, refinery products, and electricity. Now, the government to set up 3% stake in coal. So government is setting up sale for 3% stake in Coal India via OFS. What is OFS? It is offer for sale, and it will be fetching out of rupees 4,158 crores. And first stake sale in public sector undertaking by the, that is the PSU, the government in the current financial year. That is, the floor price have been fixed at rupees 225 per share crore. All right, 200 per share. Sorry. All right, and let's move forward. So this is all about the newspapers. All right, I hope you would have really liked the session, and thank you everyone for taking part. All right, and thank you. I want to thank you all, and let's see the next newspaper. Thank you.